Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're on episode number 4 of Let's Play Venetian Vengeance. So I'm going to keep, actually like the entire fleet, or the entire army over there, just to lower that revolt risk. And make it so that if they... Alright, so Modena is at war right now. They're attacking Savoy. Actually, no, they're not. Modena is defending against Savoy. So let me just try to get this straight. So Savoy is attacking Genoa. I guess giving military access isn't really that big of a deal. We could always revoke it if we need to. If I determine that it's bad. So we got our military access there. But anyway, piling all the men here just makes it a little bit safer. It's also going to lower the... I think you can get up to -5 if you have 20 regiments. If I'm not mistaken. Friendly troops -1.5. Is that it? I think maybe it needs to update next month. Yep. See, it's 0.25 per regiment up to a cap of 5. So that makes it a little bit safer for us. The fleet is apparently repairing before patrolling, so let's actually not make them wait, and we're going to go ahead and detach damaged. Take the ships that are already good and have them go work. And then these guys, we'll have them protect trade separately just so they get back to work. It's a small thing, but it makes a difference. Alright, so we still have our claim on Tuscany. Austria will still protect them. They are currently at war. They're attacking Genoa. Genoa is really upset with me. Enforce a white peace between the target country and one of its enemies. You will join the war on the opposing side if the enemy refuses to accept peace. So if I could somehow magically make Genoa 157 happier, then I could get at war with Tuscany. I think we're more likely to get what we want just by doing a no-CB attack of Provence. And I really feel like if I don't do it now, then how am I ever going to be able to take any of this land? Like, if I do it right now, we could take Pisa and Ancona. Well, Pisa is part of the Holy Roman Empire, so it's kind of scary, but we could take Ancona. 5 years from now, we could take Roma. And if we get enough naval supremacy, we could easily beat Aragon and Naples. Because we could keep Aragon from ever getting their fleet over here, or getting their troops over here. And then we could take the rest of this node that's in Naples. Oh, jeez. They're only allied with Tuscany. Lorraine is a lesser partner. Lorraine is up here. And Lorraine is quite small. So their size is not that intimidating. Let's just see. Provence, how strong are you? 11,000. I could easily kill them. Easily beat them. And we know that Tuscany's pretty weak. Tuscany had like 8,000. Yeah, 9. Easy to beat. I think I have to do it. I can't see any other way to ever get that land. And I actually, to be honest, I'm not even sure if it's going to work, you know. I'm almost certain Tuscany will join in a defensive war, but I don't know if Austria can then join in the defense as well. I don't think they can. Let's find out. -2 stability. Oh well. We gotta wait a day or two. Let's raise maintenance. The stability is an issue. It's going to cost us some trade power, a little bit of revolt risk, higher interest rate, but we don't have any loans. The national revolt risk is a bit obnoxious, but we don't necessarily have to go right up right away. There we go. Tuscany did honor the call. Lorraine did honor the call because they have to, because they're a vassal. I think we're going to get what we want. So now I could go and beat up this army. That is Tuscany's army. They have low morale. All we would need to do is get military access from you. Actually, we already have it, so we can just wander over there. Nope, we don't have military access through Milan. They'd give it to us, but this is mountains, most likely. Alright, first things first, let's stop all patrols. We're no longer protecting trade. And we're going to go take Ancona. We're going to do this. We're going to take 2 regiments of infantry, plus our ruler guy. There's only a garrison of 2,000 anyway. And then we'll go in the capital. And then we will split the army down the middle and put half in Pisa. Maybe just to make sure that this one starts ticking right away, we'll send over another single regiment of infantry. Okay, so we got our main fleet. It's actually not repaired. But we're going to blockade Ancona, because this is the whole purpose of the war. Take Ancona, we white peace Provence. The term is up! Naturally, right on time. Armies arrived, good, good. And we're also probably over our force limit. No, we're not. Okay, we captured a few ships, but didn't end up over the force limit because we gained land. So the term is up for Tommaso Polani. With enough support, he can stay in office, but then he must defeat his 3 primary competitors. So if we keep him, he gains 1 of all traits. We unfortunately lose 10 Republican tradition, so we'd gain revolt risk. Republican tradition is increased by 1% every year, so you can occasionally keep a guy, but it's not something you can do for a long period of time. So clearly, when you're at 100, I think it just makes sense to keep him. So we'll keep him this time. It increases the cost of stability tremendously, which is actually really bad, considering things, but whatever. Declare the statute in restraint of appeals. So because the papacy hates me, we can do this. It's going to make pretty much everyone around us hate us. But we gain 10 prestige. Lowers stability cost. We gain more yearly prestige. Officially demote the Pope and instead raise the King to be the final legal authority in all matters of religion. Interesting. I think there's another decision that needs the statute in restraint of appeals. Which one was it? There it is. Introduce church taxes. So we can increase our national tax modifier by 8% if we do that as well, at the cost of some national revolt risk. I don't feel like now is the opportune time to really consider any of that. So let's continue to vote for the vote for our cardinals. But for the most part, let's just not worry about it. Good mix of armies. Feels pretty good. We're at war with Provence for no real reason, just so that we can be at war with Tuscany. I think this is... I'm being clever, right? This is clever, isn't it? Bribes are not uncommon. Gain prestige or gain papal influence? I think prestige is more significant to us. Please tell me where the leader of the siege. Good. Are these ships fully repaired yet? They are. So let's combine them. And then split them so they're equal. And we'll send half of it over on this side to blockade as well. It's kind of risky, just because Provence may have a fleet. Possibly. 7 ships. I think half my fleet's more than enough. And we can probably cancel our military access with Ferrara for the moment. Our relationships. Those vassals, man. It's gonna suck. It's really gonna suck going to war with the Ottomans when he decides he wants those vassals. Because unlike CK2, where you can just surrender immediately and say, yeah, okay, fine, you can have it. In this, they usually will not accept surrender, and they want to come beat you over the head for a while before you can actually give up what they're trying to take from you. And we can get our military tech. So land morale, military tactics, and give us the armory. I see no real reason to hesitate. Let's just take it right away. We are military men. We also have some money. We can build some armories now. Could build just one. Get 27 bonus manpower. No, we're not going to do it yet. Nice lucky walls breach there. And actually, considering that there is a fleet there, let's detach and then send the whole fleet over here, just so we can completely blow up these ships and hopefully capture a couple. It's much, much more efficient to blow them up than it is to build them yourself. You know, blow them up and capture a few versus buying them. Buying them. That's what peasants do. This one's probably going to fall. Good. We'll move our guy over here now since he's got the 2 siege score, and maybe this one will fall like right away. Suffering quite a bit of attrition though. 160 troops a month. So actually, since that's the case, I'm going to do this. We're going to select army, new unit, and I'm going to keep just enough to maintain the siege here. You know, it's only got a 1500 garrison. That way we can reduce the amount of attrition we saw. It's so minor, but I'm trying to min-max. I'm starting, I mean, okay, you guys are gonna jump all over me on this, but I'm trying to get to the point in EU4 where I know enough about what I'm doing that I can actually min-max, like I usually do in CK2. And little things like this, tactically, make perfect sense to me. You know, we've got the army in the middle. It's available to defend either siege party if somebody comes. But by putting 2,000 troops in there, now we're only losing 1% of 2,000, which is 20. We're losing 20 men a month instead of 160. That's 140 manpower a month increase. Right now we're only gaining 140, so I'm actually maintaining my entire manpower by just avoiding those senseless losses. And we still have our commanders in charge, though, because they make the biggest difference in siege speed. Come on now. You're already at 12? Yeah, without artillery, it's tough to go much past 40% chance of taking the thing. Alright, so we've taken Pisa. We're going to blow up their fleet. Come on, capture a ship, capture a ship. We should have rivaled them again, didn't... Damn it, I keep forgetting to do that. That entire Austria playthrough, I never used rivals, so I keep forgetting to do it. We could have gained... what is it? What do you gain by rivaling? I can't recall. 25% more prestige. No trade efficiency penalty. Increased spy offense, which reduces the likelihood of getting caught, and you can take more stuff in a trade deal for fewer diplomacy points. Now the question, I think, is do we take land that's part of the HRE? Do we take like Pisa? The Holy Roman Emperor is only at 21% imperial authority, so he has no CB against non-members holding imperial authority. If I can core Pisa before he does the second reform, I think it is. I'm not sure which one it is. I've already forgotten. It might even just be the first one. The first one is what lets him, like, ask for you to give up your land. Alright, so 100% war score versus you, I hope. That's how it works, right? Excellent. Oh, hey, we could just fully annex Tuscany. That's a good way to get the attention of the Holy Roman Emperor. 96% overextension. And it costs 50 diplomatic power, 45 aggressive expansion. Everyone would join the coalition against us, but we are taking land from the HRE. He wasn't able to defend the HRE. He gained no imperial authority because of the way that I declared the war. And if we actually core both of them before he does the first reform, then so what? You know, it's... Plus, we already have land that's part of the HRE, so I guess trying to avoid its... Cannot remove provinces from the HRE while we are at war. I'm going to need to think about this for a minute. Tuscany. I mean, clearly we want Ancona. Interesting. It costs 145 diplo power if we do it this way. Oh no, we can't do full annexation. It's 150% war score. Probably because of their vassals. But we could take... Oh, I'm sorry, that's why. I'm negotiating with the wrong person. I was like, wait, I was really confused by that. Interesting. Actually, I can't just take... If I want to negotiate a separate peace, I have to take it full. So we probably would negotiate directly with Provence. And just take Ancona. We'd have to beat him up a bit more. Take the 45 diplomatic cost. I'm going to think about it. Let me know what your thoughts are. It might be crazy, but fully annexing Tuscany might be the best thing we could do. You know the Holy Roman Empire is going to try to reform them, though. So taking the entirety of them would be bad, because that gives him reason to come try to restore that vassal, because he'll gain imperial authority. If we leave them very, very weak, but still alive, then he can't do that. You know, for instance, we just leave Firenze. But we can't do that either. We'd have to take... Actually, we could. If we beat Provence into the ground, we could take Pisa and Ancona. It would take 54 war score or so. Might as well. Okay, well, I'm going to think about it. I'm going to take a break here. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.